This right here is the MSI Titan 18 HX AI. Look, I know it's not exactly the kind of words to just roll off your mouth, but by the time we're done this review, you're not even going to think about that because this thing is an absolute colossal Titan. In fact, let's just look at the fact that it has the absolute best Intel's Arrow Lake has to offer, and of course it has the pinnacle of what Nvdia has to offer in their mobile GPU tech. Seriously, don't take my word for it. Here's the technical specifications on this specific configuration. We do have Intel's Core Ultra 9 285HX processor, Nvidia's RTX 5090 with 24GB of VRAM. We've got 64GB of DDR5 memory here. Furthermore, we have a nice large 2TB solid state drive. Of course, we get Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth version 5.4, and this is a 18-inch 4K display. The fact is that the Titan 18HXAI is the kind of machine you get when you want truly uncompromised laptop gaming. It really is the pinnacle, and today we're going to see everything this machine is capable of. From an unboxing perspective, let me tell you, when you buy a laptop of this caliber, weight should be something that you entirely forfeit. This is one of the heaviest laptops I've unboxed. Inside here, of course, behind some protective packaging, we have the laptop itself, but more on that in just a minute. We also have this larger than life 400 watt charging brick. I'll repeat, 400 watt charging brick. And of course, we do have the proprietary charging pin that comes with it. We also do get a wall outlet charging cable piece, which is great for extendability, and then some basic documentation to get you started. The MSI Titan 18 is a machine that's built with the sole purpose of delivering maximum performance, and that clearly reflects in its design and its weight as well. It's got a premium 2/3 metallic exterior, it's got a really nice subtle black tone, but also aggressive gaming elements, like the backside has a silver finishing with this really nice blue highlight on the rear exhaust vents. I like the personality they've given this laptop. Of course, keep in mind it also does have a weight of 7.94 pounds, which is heavier than your typical newborn baby. That's how heavy this machine is. It is portable in the essence that it's still a laptop, but it's certainly not a light one, so keep that in mind. You do get a pretty decent selection of I/O ports for this machine. So on one side, you do have two Thunderbolt 5 ports. You also, of course, have one USB-A SuperSpeed port, and then you have the good old headphone jack. On the rear side, you'll find the DC charging port, a HDMI 2.1 port, and a RJ45 for Ethernet port. And then on the other side, you're going to find two more USB-A SuperSpeed ports and a SD card reader. I love the fact that they included an SD card reader, which means creative users can also benefit from this machine. The bottom side of this laptop is my favorite part. Just look at how cool it looks. I love the design elements, the 3D texture going on here, but more than that, it's actually practical by design. You have a ton of air intake vents over here, and you do have a 2-fan setup as well as a vapor chamber, so you've got an exhaustive amount of cooling going on. And then you will also notice you have speaker grills on either bottom corner over here. It is a 6-speaker system, and we will do a brief sound test towards the end of the video. When you unfold this laptop, you'll be kind of taken away by just how graceful the inner chassis here looks for a gaming machine. I love the glass surface palm rest over here. It's so premium feeling, it's so nice. You do have a haptic touch-based trackpad. That's right, this is not a physical trackpad. It's entirely haptic-based, and it's really accurate. It's really responsive. There's a good amount of tactility, and yes, it does have the Mystic Light RGB function built in, so it literally lights up, and it looks so nice in person. You can customize it. Again, just a lot of cool application here. The keyboard here is just straight out of heaven or something, because you've got nice large keycaps. You have pass-through fonts over here, which means it's RGB enabled, and it looks really nice. It's fully customizable, of course. You also have a 10 keypad, but the best part is the actual typing. You have Cherry MX Ultra low profile keys here, which means it feels like you're typing on a really high-end mechanical keyboard, and you have an insane amount of key travel. I don't have the exact number, but you can feel the physical depth of the keys here. This is going to be one of the finest keyboards to use, whether it's for gaming or just for typing, honestly. The bezel here is very finely tuned, it's reliable, which is very important given the kind of money you're spending on this machine. Now, with that said, you will notice you do have a physical encasing around the display, which is expected. You do have a bit of a noticeable chin at the bottom because of the MSI branding, but the side bezels are nice and narrow, immersive in nature, and you actually have a pretty thin forehead at the top as well, which is nice to see. At the center, you do have an IR-equipped full HD webcam. It's not going to be the best out there, but it certainly is sufficient. The display here, as you might expect, is designed to be uncompromising in nature. You do get a nice large 18-inch 4K mini LED display here, a 16 by 10 aspect ratio, a fluid 120Hz refresh rate. Furthermore, you have a peak brightness up to 1,000 nits, which means it's also HDR 1000 certified. And yes, you do have a nice anti-glare coating as well, making it great pretty much in any environment. You furthermore do have a 100% DCI-P3 color gamut coverage, making this great not only for gamers and multimedia viewers, but also for creative users who might be doing photo or video editing. In case you forgot the kind of beast you're buying, let me remind you, you do have Intel's Core Ultra 9 285HX processor with a total output of 95 watts. You get 64 gigabytes of DDR5 memory and Nvidia's RTX 5090 GPU with 24 gigabytes of VRAM and a total output of 175 watts, bringing the combined output between the CPU and the GPU to 270 watts, which is absolutely insane. What does this performance mean for general productivity? Well, simple. Whether you're doing web surfing, typing a Word documents, working with a spreadsheet, or watching online 4K content, it's obviously a breeze for this machine. If you are a programmer and you're stacking layers and layers and layers of code, you have enough memory and CPU horsepower thanks to the Intel Core Ultra 9 285HX to be just fine. 3D modeling, again, the RTX 5090 really kicks up here, and you're able to run really complex 3D models with virtually no frame drops and really fast render times, making this great for that in a professional capacity with programs like Blender or AutoCAD. And then if you are a video editor, for example, you can stack up multiple layers of 4K footage, which again, virtually no frame drops, no lag, and a very fluid experience. In fact, even when you're doing color grading and you have multiple layers, you really have to stack like more than 5 layers for you to start noticing some sort of visible frame drop, and even then it's nominal at best, which just shows you again how powerful Intel's Core Ultra 9 285HX and of course Nvidia's RTX 5090 are when it comes to this kind of demanding use case. Coming to the juiciest part of the meat, gaming performance. Look, the secret sauce here is the total 270 watt output we have available between the CPU and the GPU. When put to use, you're able to run modern day AAA titles in the triple digit setting at the 4K resolution with pretty much everything maxed out or nearly maxed out. In fact, these results were so impressive, I decided to make this handy dandy table here that shows you all the games running at the 4K setting with everything maxed out and DLSS enabled at the medium or balanced level setting, and frame gen where applicable. These numbers are like right there with high-end desktops. It's crazy how powerful Intel's Arrow Lake chip combined with the RTX 5090 can be. When you have such powerful hardware, it's normal to get anxiety around the thermal performance of a gaming machine, especially in prolonged periods, but MSI really gave it a lot of thought, combined with the powerful dual fan exhaust system and the vapor chamber we have built in, as well as a dedicated pipe cooling their Gen 5 SSD. The fact is that we actually only hit an average surface temperature in the upper third area of approximately 42 degrees Celsius after 1 hour of peak load performance, which is amazing. Of course, more realistic sustained performance was yielding around 39 degrees Celsius, which is a number cooler than some productivity laptops. Now, fan noise isn't going to be as pleasant. Look, this is an extremely powerful piece of hardware, which means the fans are pretty much always running outside of sitting on the desktop. In fact, we found under peak loads, fan noise level can hit as high as close to 70 decibels or right around 70 decibels in some cases. So that is something you are going to want to keep in mind, and using headphones might be recommended. But generally speaking, a very cool running gaming machine. Look, the MSI Titan 18HX AI does come equipped with a nice large 99.9 hour battery, but that doesn't really translate to great battery life because in all fairness, that's like asking the MPG of a tank. Like, it's not designed for good mileage on battery life. Over here, realistically, with a general productive use case, you can expect a runtime of 4.5 hours. If you are gaming, well, just plug it in, man. Now, with that said, for those of you who might be interested in the speaker system, you actually have a 6-speaker system over here. And while it might not be the best speaker on the planet, it certainly is robust. You have a good amount of loudness and a good amount of bass as well as mid-range, so it can be pretty fun. Here's a quick sound test for reference.
Time to pass, but time is fast. I just wish you were more than memories. I got kids now, but I'm a kid now. I haven't grown in my mind, just my skin now. I don't get taxes, I hate hate chores, I hate mail, bills, and miss the outdoors. I feel like the air used to.
If self-upgradability is important to you, you'll be pretty happy here because you don't have just one, not two, not three, but four M.2 SSD slots, one of which is Gen 5 and the other three are Gen 4. You can literally run a RAID setup on this laptop, which is absolutely crazy. Now, of course, you also do have two DDR5 SODIMM slots, and you can upgrade to a maximum support of 96 gigabytes of memory. Furthermore, the Wi-Fi card is technically upgradable or replaceable because it is M.2 based. Simply put, the MSI Titan 18HX AI is the kind of machine you get if you're just not willing to make compromises. That also means, of course, financial compromise, since this laptop and its configuration has a price tag of nearly $6,000 US. In return, you do get Intel's Core Ultra 285HX processor with 95 watts of TDP, a processor so powerful it absolutely decimates all sorts of AAA titles, combined of course with the performance of the RTX 5090. You also have that stunning 4K 120Hz display here, which means that you don't have to compromise on the resolution or the performance. You can max out games at the 4K resolution, something that previously was reserved for high-end desktops. But over here, you're getting high-end desktop performance in the form factor of a laptop. Now, make no mistake, of course, this is a bulky, heavy, and not so portable machine relative to what a laptop's supposed to be. So if you are buying this for the sheer element of carrying around all day, I would not recommend it. But if you are buying a machine that gives you a good display, a keyboard, a very high quality keyboard, mind you, great performance, good thermals, good I/O port selection with robust use cases, this is the kind of machine you want to get for a truly unhinged gaming experience and beyond. Let me know what you think of this beast of a machine. If you are interested in learning more about it or purchasing it, I will have product links in the video description below. A shout out to Intel for sending me this unit for review, but all opinions here were my own. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel. It genuinely helps me grow and means the world to me. Catch you in the next one.